Life can be tough sometimes. One moment, you think everything is going good. The next, it'll turn on you.
Now listen, I know you're probably used to this. You are a beautiful young lady. Used to guys hitting on you, but I couldn't pass up this opportunity. Would you like to go out to eat with me?
Get out! Go!
You can run, Sherry, but you can't hide.
Shut up. And get out of my face. Just leave me alone. You're gonna lay hands on me? I will mop the floor with you.
If you don't leave, I'm gonna call the police. The concerns of my family and friends.
Sherry Monique, we pay for this apartment, your expenses at school, and this is the thanks we get?
What are you talking about, Mom? I am on the dean's list.
Sure, what's going on with you?
You know me better than anybody.
So then maybe what I heard is true.
Please come home.
Come home? All the people at church say.
We're not going to judge you, baby. We just want you to stop testing line because being a stripper is not a good way to start this marriage. Pure Heart Ministries, you get a chance to come back, come worship with us.
Okay.
But girl, there's a lot going on there. You might want to pray about it before you come over there.
The hardships my family had to endure.
Brother Collins, Sister Collins, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to step down a minute.
How can you tell us that we cannot minister here?
Then maybe this isn't the place for me, Dad. They disrespected you and Mom.
So now, deal with the sin.
Sherry, are you okay?
I knew you would call as soon as you realized what you was missing, girl.
You know what? I'm doing me. You do you.
Sherry's condition is serious. We're going to need to make a decision pretty soon.
Sherry, stop. You're in the hospital. You had some pain and then you passed out.
I'm looking for Sherry Collins.
Mrs. Collins is nothing. Sherry's my best friend. I couldn't imagine life without her.
You gotta trust God. And leave that in His hands. I mean, look how far you've come.
You're right. He has been with me despite everything.
The man upstairs, and I know he cares. I know he's there. He's everywhere.
And I love that. I love that. I love that song too at the end. That there, iTg Films. And of course, the name of that particular film, I believe, is Church Gossip. As a matter of fact, I tried to reach out to my friend, and I'm going to try again right now. I'm excited. I'm just flat out excited about the divine connection that God is allowing to take place and surface with this young man. And now I am going to do something a little different. I normally, I like to just do stuff sometime. And this is one of those times. Let me see if I can reach out. Hold on one second.
Kasper speaking.
Good morning, Kasper, please.
Hey, blessings, sir.
Man, you done messed up everything, man. I can't even call and act like I'm the IRS or nobody.
Hey, you know what, man? Something always happening. Something is always happening, especially over the airwaves.
Yeah. How you doing this morning?
I am so blessed. Just bathing in the blessings of God and knowing that He's orchestrating everything. So we just got to go along with the ride.
Amen. And you know what? When God is in control and He is orchestrating what He does, man, I tell you, all you have to do is go along and just go along with the ride, man. God is all thing, man. I am honored. I'm flat out honored to be able to pick up the phone and call and connect with you. Yeah, you heard that. Yeah. You know what? I couldn't wait to play that sound effect. It just, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dudes and dudettes, I want you to help me welcome to the GMAP Broadcast Network family, Kasper! Yeah. Man, it is an honor. It is an honor to finally be able to connect with you, man. Many people may not have any idea who you are and some of the awesome things that you're doing. So I want you to take a few minutes out if you don't mind. First and foremost, man, why don't you just introduce yourself? Tell them where you're from, maybe a little bit about yourself, and then we'll get into talking just a tad bit about church gossip.
Okay, well, my name is Kasper Harris, and I'm the executive producer and co-director at iTg Films. iTg Films is an acronym for I Trust God. So everything that we do is we reference our gifts and talents back to the Lord because we know that that's where it comes from. Amen. So I'm a producer, a co-writer, a recording artist, an engineer. You name it, God just blessed me. So I'm multitasking.
Hey, man.
Multifaceted. So,
man, I tell you, man, I love it.
We're right here in Columbus, Ohio.
Uh-huh.
I said we right here in Columbus, Ohio, and we out of the great state, the Buckeye State.
Ohio State Buckeyes.
You know it, national champion.
Yeah, I ain't gonna even go there right now. I love it. I love it. I love it. So right there in Ohio, man, I tell you, man, and I'm loving what you're doing. Executive producer of this awesome new movie that's being released called Church Gossip. Church Gossip. Come on, man. Tell me a little bit about Church Gossip. I know we can't give the store away, but break it down for me. Tell me a little bit about Church Gossip.
Well, Church Gossip is a real story. It's a story that many young people go through, especially preachers, PK kids. It's a story about, a young lady when she, graduates, she leaves the nest and go off to college. And, once kids leave the nest and get out there in the world, they start experiencing different things and the peer pressure settle in. So, she goes and, get herself in a little bit of situation and the story, will play itself out. I can't give too much.
Right.
I can't give too much.
Right.
But really it's a story that a lot of young people can relate to.
Right.
As far as, leaving the nest and coming in contact with so much temptation and so much, pressure that's on them, is getting out there in the real world. Because when you at home in the nest, you can run to mom and dad, or you can just run to mom and get that comfort, But when you're away from that nest, it's a struggle.
Right.
You try to fit in. So that's the whole story of Sherry Collins.
Right. Okay. Well, and a lot of times when things like that are produced and brought to film, it's because we at some point have experienced it.
Right.
And I can recall the time when I went to college, and man, oh man, that's all I can say is, boy, when I needed mama the most, I couldn't call. So I can relate to that. Now, who are some of the cast members in this current film production?
Well, God has orchestrated a diverse cast that we were able to put together, that he put together, and we all came together and orchestrated this here to the fullest. Courtney Riddle, she's a young lady that just graduated from the Ohio State University. She's doing great things. Justin Key, he's a man of God, a young man of God that's on the verge of getting in his rightful place with the Lord and doing great things. And Charlotta Dixon, she plays the church gossiper of the movie. And, we actually have a story on her and her family,
right,
on how she wants her husband to be the next pastor of Pure in Heart Ministry. That's the name of the church in there, Pure in Heart Ministry.
Okay.
And so, her father, started the church and passed it on down. So it's a generation church that is being passed down. So, you know, her son don't want it, so she thinking that her husband needs to get it next. So, and plus she, you know, telling, you know, bits and pieces of people's business and stuff. So,
right,
it's a lot. So, we got Tim Howard that's playing Teddy Banks.
Okay.
We have Donald Horner, who is the father, and Takesha Williams, who is the mother, Mrs. Collins. So, Tiffany Featherstone, Stephanie June, Malia Johnson, Amelia Stevenson. So it's a lot of great new and up and coming actors that are part of this movie that really, you know, blessed us, you know, with their gifts and talents and really brought the character to life. And we really enjoyed every step of it.
Right. Now, when is the expected actual release date? Has it been released yet, or is it expected to be released very soon?
Well, we released the movie as far as the red carpet premiering on May 16th. Okay. And I tell you, God just been moving. We had 2 sold out shows. We had another sold out show. We're actually doing a private screening this Monday for pastors and first ladies to get their feedback on the movie.
Wow.
You know, that's the respect.
Right.
You know, just to get that feedback. And we're actually putting together a movie tour. So we definitely, you know, as I spoke with you before, we definitely need to come your way.
Amen. Amen.
And bring the movie that way and do a red carpet premiere and bring some of the actors with us, and, you know, everyone can meet and greet the up and coming new actors. Now, and take their pictures on the red carpet.
Amen. Amen. I mean, but when you think about doing something like that, and you think about going from city to city, is there certain requirements if someone wanted to consider bringing a movie premiere such as this one to their area, to their city? Since, I mean, I'm hearing you say movie tour. What are the requirements, and what are some of the things that people need to know when they consider bringing this movie to their area?
Well, they can reach out to us at 614-300-0409. They can reach out to us, and we'll, you know, talk to them about the great movie theaters that they have that everyone goes to, or that we can, you know, set up the red carpet premiere at, and we would come there and promote it in their city, and just get with the, you know, the people that's really doing some things there that we can help, you know, promote it in different areas, you know.
Well, I mean,
basically, you know.
No, go ahead. I'm listening.
No, I'm saying, so basically, you know, we can get, you know, as many as people out there as possible, you know, because this movie is not just a movie, it's ministry. It's something that's really going to speak to your soul and speak to your spirit. Because, you know, when we had these other showings, a lot of people were saying that, you know, every character and every scene that they was looking at in the movie, they can relate it to somebody that they know or part of their family, or, you know, so it hit home.
Yes.
It hit home.
Amen.
So we want to take this movie across the country and really touch, you know, so many people from this movie.
Yeah. Touch the lives of God's people. You know, that's important, because this movie is, as you said, it is ministry. You know, it is ministry. Now, is this, Kasper, is this your first, second, third, fourth, fifth? Where are we, as far as production is concerned? How many other, movies such as this one have you come out with, have you released prior to this one?
You know, actually, this is iTg Film's very first feature film.
Wow.
And God really put his hand upon it, and we ran with it. You know, it took us 1.5 years to shoot, because we wanted to make sure that things was correct, and we did it the right way. We went about it the right way. So, this is the very first film, and many more to come.
Amen. Amen. Well, you know, I mean, when people, you know, somehow think about, you know, filmmakers, film producers, executive producers, and people like that, I've been able to witness a lot of things that has taken place over the years, and people doing little skits, people doing stage plays, people doing productions. How long has iTg Films been in existence, and what are some of the other things that you've done in addition to the production of this movie?
Well, iTg Films, we just formed last year. Well, year and a half.
Okay.
We just formed a year and a half ago.
Wow.
And, God just, really, showed us some different things that we needed to do visually.
Right.
Because there's so many different things out there that's really compromising, the spirit of God and really, telling a false story.
Right.
So we wanted to be real about it, real about something that's going to touch home.
Right.
And that's what we was able to do. But prior to that, I'm a recording artist. My recording name is Kasper the Biblical Son. I have an album out there. You can get it on cdbaby.com or Reverb Nation.
Okay.
And
I'm not going to tease you on that one, man. I'm not going to tease you. I'm not going to go to Kasper the Friendly. I ain't going there. I'm going to leave you alone on that, man.
There you go. You went there, didn't you? You went there.
I couldn't resist, man. I'm sorry. Some of us old schoolers know about that. My 11-year-old son looking at me like and scratching his head like, hey, well, Dad, what do you mean? So he has no clue what I'm talking about. But man, I tell you, Kasper the Biblical Son, I got to do my research on that one, man. I'm going to get busy on that today. And of course, for more information concerning iTg Films, concerning Kasper, the Biblical Son, can you share with our listening audience some information as far as contact information, social media, website, email? Can you share that information with us?
Yeah, for the movie Church Gossip, we're all on social media. You can go to our website at www.itgfilms.com.
Okay.
That's www.itgfilms.com. You can go in there and see the trailer and see all the casting for it. You can see more information about us and what's coming up and see behind the scenes pictures and videos, et cetera, et cetera. And then you can go on Instagram at Church Gossip. You can go to our Facebook page at Church Gossip.
Right.
And then you can go to our Twitter at Church Gossip 14.
Wow. Okay. So you're very, very much out there in the eyes and ears of the people on your social media. I was going to try my very best, Kasper, to show like your banner and stuff like that. My computer decided it wanted to act up for a minute. So I was unable to do that, but I'll make sure to get some of that other stuff incorporated on our broadcast network site. I'm actually looking forward to connecting with you, incorporating iTg Films and Kasper the Biblical Son onto our broadcast network site in order to give you just that extra amount of push. We're being heard all over the world, broadcasting on 9 networks simultaneously. We're also being seen and heard on the Roku network. And as you are aware, we also have a service that allows us to be received on any and all certified cell phone and technical devices, iPhone, iPad, Android, tablets, books. We can be seen and heard on any of those devices by simply placing in mmghtv.org. We thank God for you on today. And we're definitely going to be contacting you back again. We want to hopefully be able to invite you back to get on a live on-air conference call line with you and members of the cast. And that way we can do a full-blown live on-air conversation to see get some of the feedback from some of the other people that are involved in this production. But I'm grateful, man, that you're allowing GMAP Broadcast Network to be a platform that you consider while launching, because you're still pretty much at the launching stage of iTg Films. Amen?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Amazing. Like you said earlier, man, God does things in God's time for a reason.
In God's time.
A powerful, powerful statement from an awesome man of God. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you being so spontaneous. I just called you and say, hey, man, are you ready? Can and your response was bring it on, so.
Yes, sir.
That's a beautiful thing, man. I'm going to do everything I can to show my love, care, concern, and support for you and the things that you're doing. I'm going to close out this conversation. I am going to be airing the trailer, for Church Gossip. So people stay close. Don't move. I want you guys to help me out and give it up one more time for my friend. Yeah, I know it may sound funny to some, but it's not. If they don't know, tell them don't worry about it. But give it up one more time for my friend from iTg Films, Kasper! Yeah, thank you so much, man. I'll call you back in a few, okay?
All right, thank you so much, man of God, and may God continue to expand your broadcast to many and more continents.
Amen.
Continents.
Amen.
And countries.
Amen. Well, you know what? We'll take that. Wherever we can be seen and or heard, man, we're going to take it. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Send my blessings out to all the members of the cast, man. God bless you and your family, man. And I look forward to talking to you again soon, okay?
Yes, sir. God bless you, sir.
God bless you, man. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Life can be tough sometimes. One moment, you think everything is going good. The next, it'll turn on you.
Now listen, I know you're probably used to this. You are a beautiful young lady. Used to guys hitting on you, but I couldn't pass up this opportunity. Would you like to go out to eat with me?
Get out. Go.
You can run, Sherry, but you can't hide.
Shut up. And get out of my face. Just leave me alone. You're going to lay hands on me? I will mop the floor with you.
If you don't leave, I'm going to call the police.
The concerns of my family and friends.
Sherry Monique, we pay for this apartment, your expenses at school, and this is the thanks we get?
What are you talking about, Mom? I am on the dean's list.
Cher, what's going on with you?
You know me better than anybody. So then maybe what I heard is true.
Please come home.
Come home? All the people at church there.
We're not going to judge you, baby. We just want you to stop testing line because being a stripper is not a good way to start this marriage. Pure Heart Ministries, you get a chance to come back, come worship with us.
Okay.
But girl, there's a lot going on there. You might want to pray about it before you come over there.
The hardships my family had to endure.
Brother Collins, Sister Collins, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to step down a minute.
How can you tell us that we cannot minister here?
Then maybe this isn't the place for me, Dad. They disrespected you and Mom.
So now, deal with the sin.
Sherry, are you okay?
I knew you would call as soon as you realized what you was missing, girl.
You know what? I'm doing me. You do you.
Sherry's condition is serious. We're going to need to make a decision pretty soon.
Sherry, stop. You're in the hospital. You had some pain and then you passed out.
I'm looking for Sherry Collins.
Mrs. Collins is nothing. Sherry's my best friend. I couldn't imagine life without her.
You're gonna trust God and leave that in His hands. I mean, look how far you've come.
You're right. He has been with me despite everything.
The man upstairs